Next on Fanography, Limp Bizkit's biggest fans tell their life story. From the band's first creations...
Everybody thought it was kind of whack that they did a George Michael cover, and I admit I did too, but once I heard it, it changed my mind completely.
To Fred's recreation.
Come on, Fred, what the hell's going on? You know, Britney Spears?
From faking it...
All the things that Fred did, in a sense, were dishonest, but none of them were necessarily against the law.
To making it.
We thought Limp Bizkit was done. Well, obviously, Limp Bizkit's just beginning.
An artist's life. The way you've never heard it. By the people that know it best. Fans. Fanography. Limp Bizkit.
Hi, my name's Fanography, and I'm from Hicksville, Long Island. I became Limp Bizkit's biggest fan in like 97 or 98 when I started with their Warped Tour. And they were playing songs off their first CD, $3 Bills. And I was like, I love these guys. And from then on, I just became obsessed, and I stalked them and became their biggest fan. For my birthday, my friends took the picture the first time I met Fred, and they put on the birthday cake for me. Because they know how much I love Fred. So they were like, you know, right for her birthday, why don't we surprise her and get her a cake? And this will be just a picture of her and Fred from the first time I met. And it was one of the best presents I ever got because it was so happy. I got to prove Fred.
My name is Brandon. We're here at the fabulous Playboy Mansion. I'm the biggest Limp Bizkit fan there is, straight from East Oakland. I'm here today. It's my birthday. Just gonna talk about Bizkit, get a tour of the mansion. Here's where Fred and the boys hang out, see some of the spots, see what's happening, see what's cracking.
Hey, what's up? I'm Sherry. We are in North Branch, Michigan, and I am the #1 Limp Bizkit fan. Check out the tattoos. We got the shoes, we got the band members, we got Fred, John, Sam, DJ Lutho, Wes. This is my fiancé Mark. He's my little tattoo artist, the one that does all my Limp Bizkit tattoos. I'm doing this for the love of the band. I've been doing this for a couple years now. This is going to be a full sleeve, and right now we're working on kind of filling in the famous Adidas shoes. Hi, I'm Natalia. I am Diana. And I'm Shauna. And we're from San Francisco, California, and we love Limp Bizkit! I'm kind of scared most of the time to get into the mosh pit, but whenever it's Fred, I have to be right up there. Like Shauna says that one time I even tried to get up on the speakers. I don't really... You were on the speakers, Natalia, and the security said, no. Fred is so sexy. We just love him. The look, the tattoos, everything about him. He's awesome. I read somewhere online that Courtney Love said that Fred, was not very well endowed. Yes. Hopefully we can clear things up. We have a picture here that kind of gives you a little insight of what he has hiding in the new first pump. And we eyeballed that right away. So there's definitely something in that area that doesn't look small.
Hi, I'm Rusty. I'm one of the best guitar players that's ever lived on the planet Earth. Well, I can connect a lot with a lot of things, like a lot of the lyrics that Fred sings about. He's been through a lot of problems with women. I've been through a lot of problems with women. I just love the band as a whole. They're a cool band. They're the only band that could put everything all together, like the punk rock and the hip hop, the rock, the heavy metal, and everything all together and do it right.
Fred was born in Gastonia, North Carolina, and he lived there with his mom and his stepfather.
He was a skater, he was crazy, he was just like always, he was like the bad boy, and as people like to say. So basically the way he is now is just a small version.
Fred did not like high school because his interests were in other areas. He wasn't interested in school.
Fred's parents got divorced when he was young, so I know how that feels. I've been through that too. I believe that's why his music is so aggressive, and that's why his lyrics are so strong. It's because when your parents are divorced, it just makes you tougher.
Basically, Fred came from this small town called Gastonia, and who knows where that is. And he ended up moving to Jacksonville.
Fred moved out to Jacksonville because he wanted to get away from work. He just dropped out of the Marines, got divorced. He just wanted to get away from everything that was going on.
The way Fred formed Limp Bizkit was because he basically went around and checked out everybody's band and said, I'm going to steal the best person from your band. From each band, and I'm going to bring them into my band.
Dear Fred Durst, you're meeting these incredible musicians. coming up in this sort of relatively small town of Jacksonville, you know, you're thinking, you know, hey, we're kind of good, you know, this might be a little faith or something acting in on this. I imagine Fred was just kind of like, you know, boggled, and they were pretty happy to get together and get things going.
Fred's antics to get his band started and get his band recognized went anywhere from him calling radio stations and pretending to be the manager to him promoting himself and, you know, pretending that he was a promoter.
And he'd call him up and he'd be like, you know, well, I'm Bob Nelson from, you know, Jacksonville, and you need to come down here and check out these Limp Bizkits or something else, you know, and then he'd call the next place, and, you know, and say, oh, I'm Hank Peterson, and I just saw Limp Bizkit down there in Jacksonville. They're one of the best things I ever did sing.
All the things that Fred did, in a sense, were dishonest, but none of them were necessarily against the law, and he wasn't hurting anybody physically or anything like that, and he was just trying to get his band out there.
Check it out. This is like Hef's ego room, huh? So Fred's working as a tattoo artist in Florida, and Fieldy and Head come in to get tattoos. Fieldy and Head from Korn, that is. And he ends up giving Head this tattoo, which Head claims is the ugliest tattoo ever, and it says Korn. It looks pretty bad, I've seen it.
He spelled it wrong, that's how I remember him, but while he was tattooing, he actually gave them his demo tape.
And Fieldy passes it on to some higher above guys, and that's basically where Limp Bizkit gets their big break right there. That's their big jump of faith.
Fred essentially, you know, was excited to just be able to do tattoos because he's a huge Korn fan himself, you know. So he was just kind of excited and stoked that he could even have the opportunity to work on him and have that connection itself. And if it didn't go any further than just admitting the demo tape and like Korn didn't like it or whatever, it wouldn't be a big deal. Like Fred would have just been content with, you know, him being his friend and doing work on him and just, you know, being cool.
$3 Bill was definitely their breakthrough. You know, it has every energy level you can think of.
By the time $3 Bill hit the stores, I can only imagine being Fred Durst thinking that just we've made it. Well, I guess it would be nice. I mean, what a relief. And to just finally be out in the world and, you know, get your videos played and, you know, all the way to seeing Faith on TRL, like a year and a half, maybe 2 years after $3 Bill was out, Faith was finally on TRL, and that's like the mecca of we made it. That's your signature. That's like God saying, you have done great.
Everybody thought it was kind of whack that they did a George Michael cover, and gotta admit I did too, but once I heard it, changed my mind completely.
That's like an incredible song. Totally brought that song back up to the charts, and we actually released that song, I believe, a month or two before or a month or two after George Michael got caught doing the whole thing inside the bathroom, so that was kind of timed perfectly.
Next on Fanography, Fred comes out.
Because everybody at the time was saying, like, they were crap.
Does it all for the nookie.
Fred Durst had sex with Britney Spears.
And breaks stuff.
This is what happened. This is the end of Woodstock 99. Now kids, don't try that at home.
Get ready for your first dose of Durst.
I do think about why everybody hates me. It definitely hurts me, and it mentally f***s with you.
Album launch Limp Bizkit kicks off with a glimpse of Fred as father.
Give me that sandwich. Nom, 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 nom. Give me that sandwich.
And a look inside the rebirth of his band.
If we can do it with Wes, we can do it without Wes.
Album launch Limp Bizkit. It's the whole story. Monday, 6 p.m., 5 Central.
1998 Limp Bizkit toured with the Ozfest. The cool part of their stage setup at that show was they had a giant 8-foot toilet on stage that the band all came out of when they got on stage. I have a stage prop too today. It's my helicopter. It's still pretty cool.
The toilet set was about saying, we are the We kind of have them peeking out at first, kind of dancing around.
Because everybody at the time was saying, like, they were crap and that they were no good. And it was kind of just like a big you from Limp Bizkit to them.
And of course, you know, he's got to really get into it. I love it.
Monkeys. Yo, yo. Come on. The second album, Limp Bizkit, was Significant Other, which is their biggest commercial success to date. And basically it just proved that they weren't some one-hit wonder.
Nookie was the biggest hit that Limp Bizkit has ever had to this point. It's the song that shot them straight into rock stardom big time. He wrote that song about a true life thing that really happened. About this chick who he was dating, who he was paying her rent and everything while he was on tour, as she was supporting this other dude that she was seeing on the side. Pretty uncool. So he found out about it. That chick's no longer there. But one thing we did get is one hell of a good hit song.
The moment they knew they made it, it's probably seeing the Nookie video hit TRL and explode. I mean, after that, you could seriously go into any mall, see dudes walking around with some creased khakis and some shell-toe Adidas and their backwards red Yankees caps, even though the Yankees suck.
Want to do the Woodstock set? Cool. Yeah, Mr. Pyrotechnics over here. Grab your fluid. Gotta get the set going.
Fred put a piece of plywood down on top of the fans and he crowd surfed on top of like all the fans. It's just to get out into the crowd and show that he wasn't just like, oh, you know, I'm on stage, I'm like, you know, I'm the big shot. He came down and like experienced the action.
Fred here is doing like, he's crowd surfing, he's getting into it, he's going across, you know, our people here. You know, he's got his plywood, which was tore off the stage.
The crowd took that song completely the wrong way and went way out of control.
Now kids, don't try this at home. This is what happened. This is the end of Woodstock 99. You know, this is why they got a rap. This was the end. Oh my God, you know. Yeah, make them stop. This is awful. This is crazy. Oh no, Limp Bizkit, you're so bad.
Fred and the boys were blamed for burning down Woodstock. You want to put it? I mean, that would make me pissed. So I bet Fred was just fuming. Like of course they had, you know, really, if you think about it, the bigger scheme of things, that had nothing to do with that. I mean, they got people juiced, but you know, that's the music.
See, after Woodstock, what can happen? Ashy, you know, kind of like a mess. And we just gotta put everything, you know, all the pieces up and put it back together. Which is exactly what Limp Bizkit did.
Limp Bizkit is known for their cool, outrageous stage sets. On the Napster tour, they had a big fence, like a chain-link fence, in front of the band. Kind of strange, industrial type of thing. This is my set. That's all I got here in Montana. It's a train. But it's powerful. The Napster tour was powerful too. And what was cool about it was they let all the fans in for free to the show.
But he wanted to do free stuff. He wanted to promote his album. He wanted people to know about it. You know, if you don't have money to buy tickets, we don't care. We still want you to love us. You know, it's all about the fans, and that's what Limp Bizkit is all about.
They weren't worried about if fans downloaded their music off the internet because they knew that the true fans would go out and buy the album anyway because they want all the artwork, they want the pictures, they want the whole package. That's what Limp Bizkit gives you, is the full package.
That's the Napster tour. That's where we took the picture with him in the back, and it was just great. I just asked him, Fred, can we take a picture with you? And he was just like, sure. And he pulled us together next to him, and we felt his arms come around us like, well, we weren't expecting this. And then I felt him cheek to cheek with me, and I just thought, oh my God. If my house burnt down, the first thing I would run in there to take, no joke, I would risk my life for it, is my Fred picture.
Next on Fanography, Fred does it his way.
Fred's tight? Not Fred's tight.
Throws a big party.
You don't go to Bill Gates' mansion and have a record release party. You have the Playboy Mansion party.
And moves into the future, restless.
How Limp Bizkit was done? Well, obviously Limp Bizkit's just beginning.
MTV introduces album launch Limp Bizkit, an unprecedented look inside the life of the artist.
I'm definitely a rock star.
Spend a week getting to know the real Fred Durst.
Failures and one of my worst nightmares.
Get inside the studio, inside his home, and inside his head as the band prepares their newest album, Results May Vary.
You guys gotta stop doing all the time.
Album launch Limp Bizkit. The whole story. All next week at 6 p.m. 5 Central.
Whoa, brother. Welcome to the world-famous grotto at the Playboy Mansion. You know our boy Fred's been in here plenty times. Check it out. Nicky spot. Plenty plenty of fun areas. I remember seeing Fred in here with his chicks, all oily. I wonder what baby oil is for.
I wanted to bring you back into the garage because we're going to take a brief moment to talk about Fred being the ladies' man that he is.
Fred's type? Not Fred's type. Fred's type? Not Fred's type.
I completely believe that Fred is a sucker when it comes to women. He gets brought into these relationships that are completely meaningless. I mean, come on, Fred, what the hell's going on? You know, Britney Spears?
Everybody wants to go out with Britney Spears. I don't care who you are. You know, half the females want to go out with Britney Spears.
Fred and Britney, I think they just kind of found each other, and I don't really know what happened after that. I know that she says one story and he says another, and of course, being a Limp Bizkit fan, I believe what Fred says.
Fred Durst had sex with Britney Spears. I definitely have to say so, because I would have.
Among Britney Spears, he dated Carmen Electra, and many Playboy. Yeah, Playboy buddies, Playboy mates.
I think he's actually a romantic at heart, but he just kind of lets his heart get stomped on a lot. So he just says, you know, screw it, let's just do what we want, pretty much.
Courtney Love got mad because Fred didn't give her the attention that she wanted, so it's too bad for her.
Now Fred's trying to get at Angelina Jolie, but can't blame him for that, because she's a head turner. If you walk down the street and you saw her, I'd be stuck on her just like, you know, whatever. So I definitely give props for Fred trying to use a celebrity to get at her, because I'd do it too.
Fred, if I do get into the band, you don't have to worry about me hitting on your chicks, okay? Because I have my own chicks right here. Straight out of Montana. Got my own bikini fishing posse that I hang out with on a daily basis. Check them out.
Woo! So you guys recall, I'm sitting in the same spot where Fred was sitting at the end of the show for the Chocolate Starfish and the Hot Dog Flavored Water release party.
Okay, this is from the record release party at the Playboy Mansion. I'm doing this just kind of like, this is my devotion to the band. We have all the boys kind of hanging out with our generic Playboy bunny. Masterpiece.
Sent us to the Playboy Mansion. I wouldn't say looking for love, maybe just looking for some fun. Girls that are willing to have fun with him.
This is a spot unlike any other spot. You don't go to Bill Gates' mansion and have a record release party. You have the Playboy Mansion party. This is notoriously known for the kick-ass parties.
For Fred, it's an overwhelming feeling to feel like he has made it that far, been able to throw a party at the Playboy Mansion, be able to have all these stars come to his release party for his band and his album that's coming out. It's got to be an overwhelming feeling for him. He's got to feel like, man, I am just rocking and just going and on top of the world.
There's half-naked women walking around, serving drinks. People looked highly intoxicated. It looked pretty fun.
There were so many stars there. Yeah, it was nothing but a bunch of stars. Exhibit, Tommy Lee, Sugar Ray, like Sister was there, Blondie was there. You know, everybody was there. And everybody was just having a great time. And I just remember Tommy Lee telling Fred, turn off the cameras, it's time to party.
Fred also admires Hugh Hefner because he was a poor person and he can sit in his pajamas every day. That's his outfit. Who sits in their silk pajamas every day?
Yeah, he's
someone that works hard. He looks up to him.
And Fred wants to be just like that.
One day.
He wants to wear his pajamas every day and have hot chicks all around him. Definitely.
I'm on the shop. Check it out. Like a year ago, my friends and I started our own clothing company, and this is our shop. This is where we make shirts and we design them. A lot of people in bands and stuff wear it. And Fred usually wears like a plain black shirt. He usually wears a lot of dark colors. Basically, a lot of the shirts that we designed are black, of course, the ones that are geared towards Fred. Fred, you can have the shirt. You can just corner and hook it up. Give it to him. No charge. Just for you.
Fred's style definitely caught on, for example, Nookie. That look just took off, and everyone started wearing the backward, you know, red New York Yankees hats. Everyone had them.
Fred Durst wears a red New York Yankees hat backwards when he's happy. When Fred's not so happy, he wears the black New York Yankees hat backwards. Recently, on the Grammys, Fred showed up in the black hat. Not so happy. Possibly it's because of his breakup with Britney. Maybe? Wes Borland quit Limp Bizkit in 2001. Basically, they said musical differences were the reason why Wes quit the band.
You know, I'm not gonna lie, I liked Wes Borland. I thought he was a great member of the band. He was definitely a cool, entertaining spectacle he put on the show. And you know, with being a band comes putting on a show. You know, when you're rocking out live, come on stage with all these different characters and the makeup and whatnot. I even dressed up as Wes for Halloween on several occasions. Here's a picture from it if you guys, check it out.
Most of the guys in the Bizkit, they were pissed that Wes was leaving, because they were getting big, they're like in the spotlight now, and now he just wants to kind of just leave them high and dry, like trying to find someone to fill his spot.
Fred tried to get Wes back in the band. He asked his fans on his website to email Wes and please ask him to rejoin the band, kind of a last desperation type of a deal.
The thought that Limp Bizkit wouldn't be good without Wes is insane. It's like not having your hot dog with relish, but you got everything else on it, And you could get some substitute relish, which is Mike Smith, the new guitarist.
It was the first time we got to see Mike Smith was playing with Limp Bizkit, and they did a great job.
I think Limp Bizkit will survive without Wes. He was a major part of the band, but all the rest of the guys are still there.
We thought Limp Bizkit was done. Well, obviously Limp Bizkit's just beginning all over again, so I can't wait.
Well, we're concluding a great day here at the Playboy Mansion. Great way to spend my birthday. Now me and Freddie D have a little bit in common, but he's been with the chicks. But I'll be back. Take care. Well, I guess it would be nice
if I could touch your body.
I know not everybody has got a body like me,
but I gotta think twice before I give my heart away.
And I know all the games you play, 'cause I play them too.
Oh, but I need some time off my back emotion.
time to pick my heart up off the floor.
And when love comes down without devotion, your taste is strong, man, baby. But I'm so locked up.
We're gonna